Gentlemen, welcome back to After Dark Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This beautiful man on vacation is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the road manager himself, Dan the Kelly Art. And right next to him is the man with no technical difficulties, the curator of the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary himself.
He's the Code X tech support.
Yeah,
that's right. We
That's
call
why
him when we have issues.
If you're calling me, then the whole station's down playing.
Gary, I didn't even get to ask you, man. What's the secret word for the showcase tonight?
Secret word for the showcase tonight is NAMM.
NAMM. Ooh, interesting.
Are we going to do a secret word like they used to do on Pee Wee's Playhouse?
Yes.
And whenever somebody in the chat says it, we're
Didn't Groucho start that?
Oh, that's a good question. I think so.
The secret wide. The secret wide. 1%. I mean,
a circumstance.
1%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have got an awesome show as always geared up for you tonight. The hottest pulls of the week, awesome back issues, and of course, Uncle Gary's showcase. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some business out of the way. That's right. Hey, Gary, we've got something we want to give to everybody. What would that be?
Ricketts.
Ricketts. Here at the Codex station, every face you see here, we have all the socials. And we would like nothing better than to give them to you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, at the Codex Station, your favorite social media platform, and where we're live streaming right now. All you got to do is hit the like, share, subscribe, and or follow. That's the greatest way to support a channel like this. We appreciate that more than you could possibly know, and we'd love to see you guys in the chat, both new and our veteran chat members. Hi, guys. Richard, I'm looking at you, buddy. But yeah, the Codex Station. And while you're on vacation and you forgot your favorite t-shirt in your pack-away bag and your wife's yelling at you to get in the damn car and let's go, head over to thecodexstation.com so you can get a new shirt, get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com.
And if your wife is driving, you can do it on your phone because it's mobile friendly.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So get that new shirt while you're on vacation and sport some awesomeness. All right, Sal.
And if Sal is driving, then you can, then you can say the Lord's Prayer while you do it. You reach your destination. You reach your destination in one piece to wear said shirt.
Everybody arrives alive.
Oh my God.
So far.
Sal, when you are not on vacation,
like saying, you can skydive without a parachute once.
Sal, when you are not on vacation, soaking in the D, where can people find you?
He's soaking in the what?
The vitamin D. You get vitamin D from sun rays. The D. Wow. Come on now.
It's the big D. I like to give the vitamin D. Okay, I am the giver of the vitamin D. Okay.
Wow.
Where could people find you, sir?
Someone's been drinking.
Hydration.
Yeah. You can always find me on Sal's Comic Corner on YouTube or under Instagram as a Slab Guy 77.
There you go.
And next week I'll have another unboxing video coming out.
Ooh, fantastic. Head over there.
What happened this time is what happened this time is that Jamie, instead of firing him, Jamie just repoed his house.
Yeah.
Sal, we have a concerned chat member here, and I think you owe him an explanation. What happened? Why are you outside?
Well, it's
what Pam said.
Pam says I'll never see sunshine the same way. Fantastic.
Pam, you just earned yourself a foot rub. So
is that a promise or a threat?
Yeah. Please tell Richard why you're stuck outside.
I'm just on the porch because everybody's still awake watching TV in the family room, and there's really no place for me to go to set up, stop, and talk.
There you go.
I think it's a witness.
Stop, drop, and set up shop.
Set up shop and talk.
I think this is a witness protection deal going on here.
I agree. Okay. Sal is in an undisclosed location.
Shh.
Dan, when you are not road managing, I know you moonlight as the Eraser. Arnold did a documentary movie about that. Can you tell people where to find you on Instagram, please?
You're erased. Whatever. That was a decent movie.
It was a great movie. I loved it.
That was a decent one. Not in his top 5.
No.
He
in his
yeah,
top
not in his
15.
top 5, but maybe the top 15.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. I always say post a few times a week. Go give me a follow. Go buy some stuff. I just finished a Soundwave drawing for Tim that I did not get a chance to go to the library, the post office to mail today. Good evening, Liz.
Hey, Liz.
So I guess I'm going to have to wait till Tuesday, right? Because Sunday they're closed and Monday's a holiday. So
yeah.
Hello, Liz.
So I guess I'll have to mail it out to you Tuesday. But there's that, and then I'm actually working on a commission for Richard right now for his Brown Lantern cover that he wanted.
Which is awesome, by the way.
I saw a discarded piece of artwork for that. Is that right, Dan? That's something you're not going to use?
No, I'm not going to use it.
Oh my
that would've been awesome.
God.
It was just an idea. What he wants me the Brown Lantern symbol I came up with. He wants it on a ring, so it's like a ring on the cover, and then underneath of it is going to be the Brown Lantern oath. And then he's going to have me, and then he wants me to send it to CGC to get graded and sent to him. And he wanted one of the Xavier Institute certificates.
Oh yeah, and I will be showing you guys that birthday present when we do the main show.
We have to figure out which oath he wants, mine or Sal's.
I don't have it with me. It's upstairs. I took parts of yours and some part of one of the ones Sal did and added some stuff in myself and wrote it. But then I looked at it and I'm like, this is 4 lines too long, so I have to cut it down.
Wow.
But
well, Dan,
it's a work in progress. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and then after that, get a commission so I can have some money to buy some comics.
There's 2 different oaths for Green Lantern. For the Alan Scott has a different oath from Hal, so we could do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I not only do the music and do the art on Instagram and do the commissions, but I take care of this guy. When you're talking about this guy, you're talking about franchise, you're talking about money, you're talking notoriety, you're talking women, you're talking kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. He kissed all the girls and made them cry, but he's a one-woman man now. He is the curator of the Library of Comics, the Ric Flair of comics.
Woo!
That's Uncle Gary.
King of the Ring.
Thank you for that. Yeah, Sal is in Darkest Night, isn't he? Over there.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you for that. And remember, Instagram, we got to get him to 1,000. 1K for DK.
That's right.
Sal's carrying that big D across the line for us.
Gotta
He's
carry that
doing it. He did it all day while he was on vacation.
Evidently, just slung it over his shoulder and is carrying it. All right, fellas. Comic Logic, Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. We're in Northern Virginia. If you can come to Northern Virginia, we would love to see you there. You can catch me every Wednesday, getting my weekly fix, getting those books, getting that 4-color ink right in them veins, building them muscles. Because let me tell you something. I've told you this before. Reading comic books makes you strong. You start out with just a book, but then, damn it, you got a stack of books. Then the next thing is you got a short box you're lifting. You're lifting the short box. Then you're lifting a long box. Then you're lifting it so high because you got all these long boxes. And then you got to move them across the room. You're stacking them over there. So by the end of it, you're going to be jacked, baby. Reading comics makes you strong. Do a few push-ups still.
It's good for you.
Yeah, I got a long box for you.
Yeah. What is it? Bagged and boarded?
By the wrinkling of my frown, how I worship the ring of brown. Holy God.
Chris,
Good one.
Good.
Liz says Comic Logic is her home away from home.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are happy. We're happy to have.
It was awesome to meet Sal.
Oh, thank you, Snoop. It's awesome to meet you as well.
You met me too, Dick. Wasn't it nice to meet me?
No, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I met Dan too.
Oh yeah,
I
it was like, oh yeah, and that asshole too.
But
Well,
sorry, Gary, go ahead.
Well, you know what? he was getting ready to say something else very complimentary, and then he just shot it and took a snipe at the man. He was getting ready to say how it was nice to meet Sal, but it was positively mind blowing to meet Dan. But you just
Well,
you know that I was high.
That's
Oh
fair.
my God.
That's fair.
Oh shit. Anyway, Comic Logic also all of us here connected to Comic Character of the Day, the site that is freaking blowing up. Archduke Kevin, how many hundred people did you add this week? Jeez Louise.
I'll tell you, it was 85 last week.
My Lord.
Wow.
If
Well
you guys
over a
aren't
grand.
in there, get into that.
Well over $1,000. I usually do a cover of the day. Somebody's lacking today. Somebody didn't do a cover of the
I
day.
loved your Sunspot one.
Oh, wasn't that a cool cover?
Yeah,
it was a cool color.
the whole caption to get the Sunspot. What'd you say? Kevin put up Hell Spot, Sun Fire. Well, it's Sunspot today.
Hell Spot, yeah, whatever. Sunspot, I guess. Exactly.
There
We
you
do
go.
that sometimes. I like to deviate from the norm.
It was wonderful to meet you, but I tried to shake your filming hand, so I was embarrassed. Wes says hello, and Liz
What's up,
says
Wes?
she thought it was great meeting you too.
It was good to meet you too, Liz. Yeah, I forgot. He was standing there with Gary, and I was holding the phone filming talk because I just went up. I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And he like reached out with his right hand, and I reached out my left. He's like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like,
that Christmas typed. He meant to say I was going to shake your filthy hand.
Oh
not
my
filming
God.
hand. To say filthy hand.
Oh my God. TJ, what's up, buddy?
What's up, TJ?
Well,
no, they're both
I
clean.
guess,
Yeah.
Comic character of the day, Archduke Kevy. Wonderful site. Thank you for that. It's blowing up. I do a cover of the day. Dan does a random panel of the day. He does a question of the day. Sal's always putting content on there, and Tim, ever vigilant, always watching. Make sure we're giving you the content that you deserve. So please join that. He's got a big 1,000-member giveaway that's coming up. You know, the rumor has it that you'll be able to pick the comic character of the day that we do on this show, and
MODOK.
And no,
yes,
gotta be somebody we haven't
too.
done yet. Can't be somebody we've done yet, and you might even be able to make an appearance on this.
Ooh.
So what a premium that is! So go sign up for that comic character of the day, and I think he's got a few stipulations. Maybe pick me or something like that, or pick my nose, pick my friends, or whatever. You know.
How do I have the energy with all the editing I finally got around to today? Well, you know, Wes, after I stuck my finger up my butt and sniffed it for a little while,
So,
then I figured I might as well do something. So
Tim, that sounds like a backhanded compliment.
yeah.
Wes complimented you, but took a shot while he did that.
I will always take a shot at Wes.
Hello, Keith. Happy Saturday to you.
Good to see you,
Keith.
Speaking of the man with the energy, the man with the plan. So, oh man, now we're talking about foot massages. I'm getting really sidetracked now.
My feet hurt, Sal.
It must be a Saturday night, but it's a Saturday night.
Who's drinking?
And you want to be soothed. There's nothing better to soothe you than those wonderful dulcet tones coming from the man with the golden set of vocal cords, Tim the Terrible, who will bring you in and will entrap you and make your eyes glue to the screen, and you'll see the lovely visage that voice comes out of, and you will be mesmerized for the entire show. He is ours, and we allow him to be yours, Tim the Terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am and always will be at your disposal. Whatever you need within the bounds of legality, please let me know. I will be happy to do it. I'm sober since I don't drink. Ember or Eternal, I hear you. Liz, LOL, there you go. Yeah. Within the bounds of legality, let me know what you need. I'll be happy to do it. I cook a mean macaroni and cheese, and I make an awesome bowl of cereal. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the council, are you ready to get this party started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
All
Light
right.
this candle.
Yes, let's light this candle at one end so we can burn it down to the other. Don't drink, don't smoke. Well,
Don't
if you
drink,
do,
so I
you
smoke.
do. If you don't, you don't. Whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, do it responsibly and stay home so that way you don't go anywhere and just eat all the Doritos and burritos you can. My dream is to meet Tim. I should have hooked up with him when I lived in Roan Mountain. Snoop, let's do it, buddy. I've got a car with half a tank of gas that's at the mechanic shop right now. As soon as that gets fixed, I'm coming, and we're Thelma and Louise in it the rest of our
Good,
lives.
he's got a half
Well,
pack
well-
of cigarettes.
We got half pack, we got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Let's
There we go.
do it.
Well,
Let's roll.
Chris, you might meet Tim. Tim has threatened. Tim has threatened to come this way in the early part of July. I have not got the update. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might happen.
Rumors are rumors until they're true, ladies and gentlemen. So,
The rumors are rumors until they're trumors.
oh, there you go.
Cuba.
Eternal does have a good point. Let's be somber for just a moment. And if you do go anywhere, use a designated driver. Never drive while inebriated, ladies and gentlemen. That is the PSA from Codex tonight. Now, we are going to step back for 45 seconds.
Wait a minute.
So-
Did he say find a friend with double D's?
Yeah, he did.
Because I'm all for that.
I'm looking for a friend with
I'm
double
all
D's.
for
If
that.
anybody knows one, please let me know. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
He'll come pick you up in his 22 challenging. So I guess is it challenging to see if it'll run that far?
I'll come pick you up in my 22 challenging. How about my 07 Chevy Impala? We can do that. It's
I got a
police edition.
73 Pacer, baby.
It's,
Oh my
it's,
God.
it's a Challenger, and that car is smoking hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, 45 seconds. We will be right back. Stick around. Oh, Dan, you have inspired me yet again. We're going to go sci-fi again.
Oh,
Yay.
Here we go.
Alien.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This beautiful man on vacation is South Slab Guy. Down below is Dan the Kelly Art. And right next to him is the curator of the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hell of a show set up for you tonight. Polls, back issues, and a awesome showcase. What's the secret word tonight, gentlemen?
Nam.
Damn. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, we are going to get 30 seconds of business out of the way, and then we are going to dive right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something for you. Gary, what would that be?
Oh, here at the Codex Station, all the hosts, we have all the socials. And as Sal's trying to give them to you right now. And that's what we want to do. We want to give them to you.
There you go. At the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platform where we're live streaming right now. Please make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and or follow so you don't miss content like this all the time, every time. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, memberships are available. Super chats are also available tonight. If that is something that you choose to do, if you want to support the channel financially, you are more than welcome to do so. Memberships are $3.99 a month. We've got 4 new videos up for members only right now, and more coming tomorrow. So that is definitely something you might want to consider. Help Codex be the Hulk 180 we always wanted to be, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. And last but not least, don't forget to head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this, gentlemen. If you don't mind, I'd like to go first. Haven't been on in a little bit.
Go right ahead.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We'll allow it.
Wonderful. Okay,
He-
so
he's got the controls. Do we have a choice?
well, yeah, that is also true.
He treated us like a third world country. He gave us a vote, but it didn't count.
What do you guys think? Doesn't matter. I'm still going first.
The socials make my groin burn. Oh my god.
Okay, Snoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love our chat. You guys are amazing, especially on After Dark. All right. A couple of days ago, what are we? It's May 25th as of this live, whatever it is. And if you're watching it after the fact, it was May 25th when we did this. A couple days ago, I had a birthday. I got some awesome gifts, and I'd like to share those with you before I go into some other stuff. So Wes came over, gave me 10 packs of Shadowhawk, the card series that came out in the 90s. Out of those 10 packs, it's a 90 card set. I was able to get, I think, all but 15 of them. So if you haven't seen them, it's all that stuff. It's by Comic Images, if I believe. Yeah, Comic Images, that sort of thing. Absolutely cool. Uh-oh. No F-bombs tonight. I used them all on Thursday.
You filled your quota.
Thank you very much, TJ. Happy 75th. Absolutely.
You used a year's worth on a Thursday.
There you go. But these are cool. Shadowhawk's one of my favorite characters, and that Wes thought about me to give me this kind of stuff is really awesome, and I am incredibly appreciative of that. Thank you very much, Wes. The other thing that I got was from Dan, and I graduated from Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. And like we said on Thursday, Gary, I'm sorry to say, man, but I think it settles the debate.
It doesn't settle the debate. It's a fake forgery. Dan created these.
Happy,
there was no
real deal.
Happy 180th.
You know
I'm
what, it's
getting
not-
older as we go.
Listen, that's the McCoy, but it's not the real McCoy.
Well,
Okay.
I got a diploma, ladies and gentlemen. I graduated from the School for Gifted Youngsters. My name is the Mass Communicator with a Bachelor's of Science in Mass Communication, signed by none other than Hank McCoy. Right there.
That looks real to me.
It looks real to me too, you know, right? I got a diploma. You guys didn't.
After all, the beast is an X-Men, you know.
Well, that's
You know, just because you have a certificate doesn't mean a damn thing.
there you go. But
Are you
all
sure
right.
you don't want me to make one for you, Gary?
No, I don't need one. You know, certificates are for people that need them to remind them of their place. I know my place.
There you go.
And that place is on the X-Men with the beast.
Congrats.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, moving on. We've got some new awesome books to show you. I didn't make it to Nirvana this week because my car's in the shop, but I will be making it next week. And then when I come back on in 2 weeks, I will have a massive stack of new books to show you guys. But I get some
Hello,
stuff.
Sam.
Yeah. A diploma from an Avenger. Well, you know, he is X-Man, so.
But it's a fake anyway. It doesn't matter which.
No, Bougie, I got you, man. It's all right. I did not take that personal at all. Don't even worry about that, buddy. But we've got some DC books here. First off, Superman number 13.
Yep.
Super excited to get into this. What is it? House of Brainiac. This is part 2. I need to get part 1, and I've got Action Comics coming here pretty soon. So there's that. This one I really dig, though, and this is World's Finest. I can't remember the issue number, but it's foily goodness, Sal. So I think you guys will appreciate it.
Oh, I have that. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the one you have is gold, isn't it, Sal?
Yes, but I also have that one as well.
Oh.
This is the symbol for the Superman Batman Volume 1 that came out in the early 2000s. That is on my goals for 2024. And I'm not collecting World's Finest. I probably should, but I'm not. But I had to have this because
Been a fun
of
book.
the symbol. Yeah, Mark Waid can do no wrong with DC right now. He's doing amazing. That's it for DC there. Moving on to no independence, but here is my Marvels. The Avengers number 13. You guys showed this not too long ago. And I'm excited about Storm coming into the Avengers too. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have Ultimate Spider-Man, the 4th printing right here. Snoop, I have that tattooed on my chest. That's fantastic. I cannot wait to see that. I really hope that that's true. What's wrong with the car? It overheated, and all of that stuff. Pam, you too? Wow, that's amazing. Here at the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen, we make all kinds of connections. No, it overheated while I was on my way to go get my kids, so now it's in the shop and it's getting fixed. Ultimate Black Panther #3. This is the Boss Logic variant. Got this specifically for the Killmonger on the cover. Take a look at that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
really cool.
That is amazing. I dig that. I like some of Boss Logic stuff, not everything, but that really, really stood out to me. These two are part of what I'm gearing up for Baltimore. I've got a small stack of blank variants that I'm going to get some kind of sketch work done on. So we've got Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the blank sketch variant, and we have Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I've got a pretty good idea what I'd like to get on there. But that's all I got for new books this week. Why don't we go ahead and move on to Sal on
All right.
vacation?
Let's do a quick test to make sure you can see it. All right, very good.
So you got to
All right,
mirror your
yeah,
camera.
mirror
buddy.
it.
The most recent issue of Local Man.
You
Sal.
got to mirror your camera.
Do I have that backwards? This is not my
Technical
regular-
difficulties.
It's not
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
regular
There we go.
PC. So
Don't you work with computers for a living?
I do. I
Sal,
do.
if you need any tech help, just ask me, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gary's our tech man. So
Absolutely.
Gary's our tech guy.
Wonderful.
All right, so that's Local Man. At least I'm not knocking the camera over
Today.
today. No, Void Rivals #9.
Oh, yes. Springer, right?
Yeah, Springer.
Oh, man. I'm so glad to see him on the cover.
Yep.
That was a toy that I wanted so bad when I was a kid. When
Yeah.
when the new ones came out after the movie.
What was it he said when they were fighting in Autobot City? I didn't come here to die or something like that. They really.
Oh yeah, it's like, what was it? Like, I didn't plan on dying today.
Yeah, it was great.
While
Either
they're
way.
like dragging the bodies of the Gen 1 Autobots in and like, and pushing that big slingshot
Yeah.
cannon thing over.
I'm in the witness protection program, Snoop. I can't disclose my location.
There you go.
All right. So moving on, we're going to go into Marvel here, and we got the Union Jack Ripper.
Yeah,
Union Jack the Ripper.
that's
Read
cool.
that one. That was pretty good, pretty violent. I loved it. Superior Spider-Man #7.
Ooh, interesting.
I picked up Blood Hunt #2, but the alternate cover it says Dracula in the mouth.
Are you getting the red band issues or the PG-13 issues?
Honestly, I think I'm getting the PG issues.
The red band ones are all polybagged.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
getting the
okay.
PG-13 issues then, I guess.
Okay.
And then The Last Hunt Predator #4.
Oh, nice. Now, answer me this: are you excited for Black Panther versus Predator?
Yeah.
Nice.
I love Predator. I love Black Panther too, but Predator's awesome.
Bougie says Sal's working where fire hasn't been invented yet. That's fantastic.
Bougie. Come on. It's an undisclosed location, please. Okay.
I'm betting that camera takes a dive before the night is over. That's great.
That location is so
You're gonna lose that bet. You're gonna lose that bet, 2J. You're gonna lose that one.
that location is so undisclosed. Even Sal doesn't know where he's at.
There you go.
Well,
Somewhere.
Sal had the Jack the Ripper book. That's Sal the Sipper.
Right. So
What
I
is-
picked up Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider #1.
Mm-hmm.
She's working with the TVA now,
Isn't she in 616 now, or
Yeah.
making her way to that?
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, Follow the House of X #5.
can't wait for that to be over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow fall.
Yeah,
And here is my only DC book this week. Justice League Godzilla Kong. It's a foily goodness of King Kong being a Green Lantern. Yeah,
Monkey Cell.
there you
there
go,
we go.
right there. Yeah.
Monkey
right
Cell.
there.
Wow. Ain't that?
Yes, get the
something?
Green Lantern link for a few moments.
Wow. Is that all you got this week?
That's it.
We are moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Gary, you're up next. What do you got this week, sir?
All right, let's see what we got. Let's go.
Snoop, are you broadcasting from Fallout 4? Yes.
Yes. Vault 3531.
There you go.
from a
All
full
right.
filter.
Let's start with one of my favorite books of the year. Batman, First
Yeah,
Knight.
that's good.
Ooh,
This is a great book.
I love that cover.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Oh,
Perkins, love Perkins' work. So, okay. Godzilla, Kong, Justice League.
wow,
I saw-
Mega Godzilla's in there too.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
also have the Foily Monkey Goodness. There's
Nice.
Gorilla Cell. That's the gorilla of my dream. The gorilla of my dream. There we go. All right. Yeah. With that handsome
Ooh,
fella.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Cool alternate cover there.
I love that cover.
And there's that one.
That
There's-
one too.
That's the regular. Yeah.
Liz says she's loving First Night right now.
Oh, it's been good,
Very
Liz.
cool.
Liz knows. Main
Superman.
Man and Superman.
Oh, Liz, you were talking about the mermaid book. I got that on my pulls list. As soon as it comes out again, I'll be able to get issue 2, and I'm going to grab issue 1 next week when I go to Nirvana.
Yeah, she was telling me about it too. I said, let the fellas know. Yeah.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Superman.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Great.
Yeah. Which one, Liz, where she's lifting, or the one with the stars where she's it's so good. There's the new Nightwing. I'm really enjoying the Nightwing book. It's been so good. Here we got some Titans has been really good too.
Nice.
Amanda Waller is
I
going
still enjoy how they have pushed Titans right to the top as far as teams go.
Here's an alternate Titans cover.
She says the lifting one.
The lifting one, yeah.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
That is a great cover. Oh, the Alan Scott Green Lantern book.
Nice.
Nope, I got one of these for you because it's got some JSA action in it, brother. And I know, just a preview. Look at that. That's for you, Snoop.
Oh, wow.
JSA. Here's the alternate cover.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's a good cover. World's Finest. This has been such a fun book. Such a fun book.
Wow.
Mark Waid can write a comic, man.
I like
That's
that.
a good alternate cover.
Yeah, World's Finest.
I think I'm getting that in my HCC pool soon.
Yeah, Green Lantern War Journal.
I'm glad that's still going on.
Yep, I enjoy this book a lot. My buddy Philip Kennedy Johnson writing it.
Ooh,
Catwoman.
that's a nice cover.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Liz says she needs to read that Nightwing series. Highly recommend. Absolutely.
Yep.
And Bougie says he digs that Green Lantern alternate.
Yeah, it is sweet. There's a sweet Catwoman.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the throwback to the old 90s suit.
I do too.
I dig that.
Hellblazer, Dead in America.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
Boy on that.
gotta have a good alternate cover with Swamp Thing in it.
Oh,
Wow.
you were right. I pointed out to Sal on the shelf. He's like, Gary's going to get that. I was like, absolutely.
All right, got a cool facsimile comic of a book I don't own, and that is Military Comics #1, which was the first appearance of Blackhawk.
Yes.
Nice.
I saw that was coming out.
Yeah, so this is a way to I think the splash page, the first splash page. What a great introduction to the character.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
So the first appearance of Blackhawk inside a book is like that. So really cool.
That's
So I believe
amazing.
I want to say that book came out in 40, but Military Comics 1. And
Gary Snoop asks, how is Hellblazer right now?
the Hellblazer, it's I'm not enjoying it as much as some other iterations of it. It's a really dense read. I like it, but I don't love it as much as as some of the others. But I'm hanging in there. Hanging in there. I also got Union Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
That's the regular cover.
That's the A cover?
That's this is the A cover.
That's a great cover for the
Mhm.
A. Man,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
That is the A cover. Look at all those vampire eyes behind them.
Wow.
And that's the B.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Pam
Mhm.
says Black Hawk is some fun stuff. Highly agree.
Mhm.
At
Yeah.
one point, Steven Spielberg was going to make a Black Hawk movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been cool. I had no idea.
Nice.
Ultimate Black Panther.
Great series. I'm glad that's moving right along too.
Spectacular Spider-Men,
Yep.
Spider-Men, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Widow's got her a symbiote suit. There's our X-Men that Sal and I are waiting to free fall to the ground.
Bougie says,
Finally.
I really like the show, even though it makes him go broke every week.
I know, man. As Liz found out last week, I'm good at helping people spend their money. I steered her to a couple different books, and she got a few from Damien. So yeah, I'm good at spending people's money, but they never complain about what I steer them towards. So
Well, Gary and Sal will tell you I'm good at that too. If they're looking at a comic and I'm standing beside them, I'm like, you should get that.
oh,
Treat
trust-
yourself. You deserve it. You should buy that.
you don't have to encourage me. I'm going to get it anyway. But say, if it's what I want, I'm getting it.
Beautiful Alex Ross goodness.
Yeah, that's a multifaceted cover, isn't it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And oh man, my buddy over there, Tim's favorite writer that did not cause him to cuss at all last week.
Oh, my
They just
Lord.
added in
I
50.
like that cover. I read
Yeah,
that. I
it's a
like
good
that
cover.
cover.
This is the A cover.
Yeah.
So true, Liz. Absolutely. Zeb Wells makes me cuss in my sleep.
I think she's talking about Dad being the devil.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not that bad a guy.
This is a JR Jr. cover.
Now,
I like
that's
that.
a good cover.
I like it. I like it a lot. It made me buy it. Yeah, and even though this is an oversized book, I had to spend more money to get it. This is Blood Hunt. This is the version that Sal's not scared to read. And here's the version that Sal is scared to read, especially when he's sitting outside in the dark, and that light's not going to protect him from the
How do you know
light.
I'm not a vampire myself?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do I know? Well, you know, you
You're too Italian to be a vampire.
yeah,
You go
yeah.
without saying.
Don't tell me, Garlic. Don't tell
Okay,
me,
I'll give you
Garlic.
points on that one. That's correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we went racial on that. Yeah.
Yes.
I missed that a few weeks ago, so I
Nice.
got that.
How are you liking that, Gary?
I
Are
like
you-
it, and I'm not a GI. You know, I never really read GI Joe, but because of y'all, I picked this book up. It's been good, so
Nice.
I look forward to reading that. I love this book. I have not read two yet, but Rook has been all the Ghost Machine books. I am so happy.
Thank you, Pam.
Same.
All right, I'm getting this on the recommendation of Rob from Comic Logic. White Boat
I'm getting that next week.
for Distillery. Cool cover. They had quite a
Yes.
few cool covers, and the covers, you know, they're
I heard good things about that.
yeah. The coolest book of the week, though. You ready? You ready? The coolest.
Sal will suck your marinara.
Wow! Wow!
You remember that? What was the line that Rocky was saying in Boondock Saints when he's like, "Gotta dip my balls in marinara for him so they can have a taste of the old country."
Taste of home while you're at it. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh! Before I do that, look at this awesome Rod Serling shirt.
Twilight
Zone.
Zone.
Yeah, baby. All right, coolest book I got all week. The best book, the coolest book. The EC.
Oh, nice.
This is the artist edition. The only difference is this is a soft cover version of it. And what this is the high res scans of all the great Tales from the Crypt and Vault
Wow.
Horror and all that other EC goodness.
I cannot wait for your Halloween showcase because I know it is going to be horror filled.
Oh, it will be horror filled, my friend. This and it's not just the horror. I mean, we have Two-Fisted Tales.
Wow.
In this artist edition. This you know, sci-fi for you, Tim.
Oh, weird fantasy.
The sci-fi covers, you know, EC did sci-fi and horror like nobody else.
Loved it.
And I tell you what, oh god, there's a great. This book is only $39.
What's up, Richard?
Never
Richard.
late, Richard. Always on time.
This book is only $39, and it is a bargain. And
There you go, Bougie. More of your money getting spent.
And
Yeah,
so-
bougie.
it doubles as a coloring book.
Well,
No.
I would say don't color in this book.
Gary, just like a little piece of him died inside. He's like, "What?"
But I mean, come on, how
That's
awesome!
cool.
Oh man, that looks great.
And
Wait a
then-
minute. That cover you just showed, Dan, that looks very similar to your Swamp Thing original piece you did
It
for
did.
Gary.
Yep, it sure did. And it's cool when I show covers like this Haunt of Fear with the lady on it.
Yeah.
I own the original.
Nice.
Yeah, not the original art, but the original comic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Sal got locked out of his house.
listen, he didn't get locked out. He was just asked very forcefully to leave.
His wife saw his comic bill for the week. I was like,
Well,
Keith's got a good question for you, Gary. Is that every EC cover?
you know what? I do not know if it's every EC cover, but it's a lot of them. Let's see. It's a great book. It's only $40. There is a hardcover edition that I didn't get a few years ago. I should have. Let's see. Here's what's really great about the artists that are in here: Wally Wood, Harvey Kurtzman, Graham Ingalls, Al Williamson, Johnny Craig, Frank Frazetta, Jack Davis, Al Feldstein, and more. To make a baseball analogy, this is a murderer's row. Every bit as noteworthy as the 27 Yankees. Okay, so this collects. This edition collects more than 140 EC covers. So there you go. You're getting 140 of them. I would think that this probably isn't everyone, but you're getting the best. So,
Bougie, you can bet your bottom dollar that Gary will do a Halloween showcase right here on Comics Unleashed. That is a guarantee, sir.
okay, well, there you go. If they listen, Bougie, they got to set me up for it because I sure as hell can't push the buttons and run the stuff. If they tell me to show up with some books, my brother, you're going to see some EC. You're going to see some House of Mystery, some House of Secrets, some Ghost. You're going to see Chamber of Chills, Vault of Horror.
Yeah.
We can have a Halloween spooktacular, my friend. So.
Oh, hey, we got somebody that goes to Nirvana. Oh, Bougie, there we go.
Nice.
Hydrus 96. Where do y'all get your books? I get my books from Nirvana Comics. That's funny you say that. So do I.
Ooh, so that Tim is a patron, not just a patron. He's a patron saint of Nirvana Comics. So
I'm in
he
there
goes
every
and buys them
Saturday.
every week.
yeah, and look, and he will anoint you with holy water
That's right. That's
In
right.
his bathtub.
in his bathtub.
Is that all you got there?
Don't mind the color of
Is
the
that
water.
all I got? That was quite the stack. But again, highlight of the week.
Yeah.
EC covers. This is the next best thing to owning the original art. And trust me, I can't afford the original art.
Right?
So if you are like that, like me, and even if you could afford it, are they going to sell it? The people that own these original pieces, are they really going to sell it? No. So this is the best thing to owning the original art, and it's so damn cool. So
The Cobain of Nirvana Comics. Well, I don't know about that. Uncle Gary might even show off his giant-sized man things on Halloween. Well,
well, I tell you
Well,
what.
it's okay. You know what, Tim? It's okay to be the Cobain of Nirvana Comics as long as you don't start dating the Courtney Love of Nirvana Comics.
that is also true. There you go.
Listen, as far as showing off my giant-sized man things, I have done a lot of that in my life, and it usually goes pretty well. Just saying.
Oh my God! Don't tell Courtney if you're the Cobain. Oh my God! All right, Gary, you're all good.
I am frosty, baby.
There we go. Well said, Dan. Bougie, don't encourage him. Do not encourage that man.
If you want to see Uncle Gary's showcase from last Halloween, just go on the YouTube page. Because all these are on there. Go to the one from Halloween last year, and he had a pretty good
Yeah.
showcase of horror books then.
Shoot, I'm
I
gonna
think
have
he
to
did it,
remember
like
what
for
I
a couple episodes leading up to it.
Is Grant the Courtney? No, McKay is. No, I don't know. Somebody is. I have no idea.
So you asked where everyone gets their comics from. Tim gets his from Nirvana. Me and Sal go to a shop where we live called Beyond Comics, and Sal also has Heroes Corner Comics pull. And then Gary co-owns Comic Logic.
That's right. Yeah.
Logic.
And
All right,
Dan,
so we're
I've,
just doing new-
Comic
We're
Logic
just
as
doing
well.
new stuff now, right? We'll do the back issues later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll start off with. I only got 2 DC books this week. It was a big week for new stuff. It was about 3 times the normal stuff, at least for my pulls. So I wasn't able to pick everything up. And when I show you what I got at LotCon later on, you'll see why. But I got 2 DC books. I also got the Alan Scott Green Lantern.
Nice.
Which I feel like there needs to be a follow-up miniseries to this because there's still a lot left to tell since they did this retcon on him. There's still a lot to tell between where this ends and his later years.
I think because of how popular that series has been, there will be a sequel, if not an ongoing.
Well, they got my money if they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked all of them, to an extent. I like the Flash one. I think the Flash one is the one that I like the most overall. I like the Green Lantern one. I like the story in the Sandman one the best, but I just hated the artwork and it didn't fit with it at all.
Yeah.
But with that said, if they did sequels to any of them, I would buy them all. And if they were like, hey, we're gonna pick 3 more JSA members. Next, we're gonna do, I don't know, Hourman and Wildcat and
Hawkman.
And Hawk. Well, probably not Hawkman because he's had so many series over the years. Maybe like, if they did an Al Pratt one for the Atom or something, I'd pick them all up.
Hydra says the Alan Scott Green Lantern is okay, just not his thing, but he's really been enjoying the main GL and the John Stewart series. The John Stewart series gets a lot of praise here. So,
Yep.
I also got the new issue of Titans, which was good. Digging this series.
nice.
Got some, as always, got some indies. The new issue of Something is Killing the Children.
Nice.
Which, this series. I wish I had started picking it up earlier because those early issues are just well outside of my price range at this point. Also got the Void Rivals number 9.
Yeah, that's the A
cover on the cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Cobra Commander number 5.
I cannot wait to read that. I have heard nothing but great things about that issue.
Yep, and with this one and the Duke series ending, the next 2 they're doing is Destro and Scarlet.
Yeah. Very excited about that.
I don't know if they're doing I don't know if they're going right into G.I. Joe after that or if they're going to do some more miniseries.
I don't know.
Richard, you and Jamie, both. Jamie loves Kyle.
Yeah. Snoop, I am heavy getting into JSA because of these 3 guys.
Oh, so good.
I think the Wildcat episode made you.
Yeah. That was the catalyst.
Like Ariel also got Rook Exodus.
That was
Unintentionally.
That was very clever, Tim.
Also got the Rook Exodus number 2, which fantastic.
Nice.
The artwork in it's so good.
Yeah, I
Very
hear a lot of
frank,
good things about that too.
Yeah, like Sal, I was the one that turned Sal onto this book, and I still dig it. Local Man, this is number 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
With the flip cover.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And just did an interview that is up now with Tony Fleece. So go on our YouTube page and check that out.
Hydra says that he thinks they should do a Snake Eyes mini. I agree with that, but I really like the direction that they're going with it right now, and I think a Snake Eyes series is all but inevitable.
Is it just me or Sal looking like a Calypso over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a Snake Eyes one would be cool, but I would be more interested if they did one that was kind of focused on.
Is this better? Is this better?
Yeah.
No, Calypso's better.
It'd be cool to see them do one where it showed like Snake Eyes and Stalker and Storm Shadow and and Fred, like when they served together.
Yeah, agreed.
But with Local Man, since I guess 90s image stuff is, or 90s stuff in general is, having a resurgence. I also got this first issue from an Image book, Blood Squad 7 number 1.
Oh,
After 30 years, the brand is back.
Wow.
So this is a book that and it says it in the back of it. There's a little a little thing in the back, which
Blood squatting.
I'll
That is
be-
a
I'll be honest,
terrible letters page.
most of the stuff I just kind of skipped these things, but I started glancing over and I read it. So it talks about how when Image formed, that it was such a big deal and such a game changer for the comic industry, which it was, and that all of these creators, even though they owned their own titles, they all existed in the same shared universe. You know, and fast forward several years, and some of these properties have now left Image, and it doesn't say anything specifically, but reading this issue and then reading this is clearly meant to take the place of Youngblood inside the history of the Image universe.
Wow.
As it's a government team that didn't work out real well, and it talks about how they had an away team and a home team, and all this, and it was like celebrity teams, and then this is them doing the new team now. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
And I'm interested to see how that plays out going forward.
Jamie says he read Rook, Redcoat, and Geiger all caught up on Jeff Johns, and he has done it again.
Yeah, so good. I got
Sal showed off his 9.9 Darkhawk #1, but we couldn't see it. Wow.
For Marvel, I got Black Widow
Thanks,
and Hawkeye #1 or #3. I mean,
3, yeah.
Yeah,
but I guess it's only one more issue. I think, though, it would be cool if they made it an ongoing. Sensational She-Hulk #8.
I'm excited about that too.
X-Men 97 #3.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, Todd Knox covers are great on this. There's one more
Is
issue.
that Boom Boom on the cover?
No, that's
Oh
Is
no,
that
that's Sienna Blaze.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's an old 90s villain that they haven't done with anything with in a long time.
Yeah, Blood Squad 90s title, right? But the letters page or whatever they called it, Blood Squatting, that reminds me too much of Heavy Flow, and I will pass.
I'd say check it out. It's a pretty interesting first issue. You could tell very heavily that they,
Heavy.
The Youngblood influence on it, but it's not stupid the way that Youngblood was.
They flowed into it pretty heavy.
Then the last one I got is I also got the Union Jack the Ripper.
Wow, I
The
love
Blood
that
Hunt.
cover.
I'm not this, of all the Blood Hunt spinoffs, like I'm reading the main book, and this is the only miniseries tie-in that I'm getting, because I mean, how often do we get a Union Jack book? It's like once every 8 years. So
Bougie's gonna get Blood Squatting, or
Nice.
Blood Squad 7. Heavy.
so that's good though. Really, even though it says Union Jack on the book, he's only in like half of it. So hopefully he'll be more prominent in the second issue.
The Jack was off the book.
But that's it for me for new stuff this week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our polls for this week. Let's go ahead and get our sponsor out of the way tonight before we get into some back issues and then Uncle Gary's showcase. So let's go ahead and talk about that sponsor, shall we? If you, ladies and gentlemen, are in the Knoxville area, head over to my exclusive shop, Nirvana Comics. Right there's the address. They've got a comic for everybody, and they want you to come in there and see just how awesome that shop is. Grant, Jasmine, McKay, and the rest of the Nirvana Comics team, they are more than happy to help you out, give you a place that you can go into and talk shop and meet some really awesome people. I'm in there. Let's see, who else was in there from the chat house? Is that right? Where are you? Hydrus
96.
Hydrus 96. Yeah, I'm in there on Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. So come on in, say hi to me, say hi to Grant, Jasmine, McKay, the rest of the Nirvana Comics team. Like I said, they have a comic for everybody. And if you are out of the Knoxville area, don't worry, they got a website, and you can head over there and you can set up a pull list. They will ship it directly to you, and you can enjoy the same type of benefits that we all do when we go in-house. Nirvana Comics in Knoxville, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, they have a comic for everybody, and they want you to come on in there and say hello. All right, let's go ahead and get into some back issue goodness. Now, like I said, haven't been able to go to McKay's, haven't been able to go to Nirvana, so my back issues are kind of light this week. But fear not, I've got some nice stuff in here that I want to show you. So, not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, Wes and I went to an estate sale and I bought some comic books. Paid a little too much for them, but I got some cool stuff that I've shown on here in the past. And the rest of the stuff just was not worth keeping. The condition that the books were in was very poor, not even reader copy quality or anything like that. They were basically destroyed. But I was able to pull some good stuff out of there. I went through what was left of the box again today, and I found some stuff. So that's all scattered throughout here, and I'll let you know what that is while we're going into it. But this book right here is one of those out of that I got. This is Superman number 43.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, not too bad. What's it say? Lock Trevor Deadlock, introducing the Kryptonite Man.
Love the sea serpent.
Absolutely. That is just so out of place on a Superman book. I just think that's cool. This one, Gary, I think you'll dig. This is now these were the only books that were salvageable. The rest of them unfortunately are not. They got severe water damage, and I'm talking like some awesome Silver Age books. Beautiful artwork, a lot of Thor, some amazing Spider-Man and stuff like that was just absolutely destroyed. Broke my heart.
What did you do with them?
They're sitting in a box outside, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to cut them up and use them in like a shadow box or something like that. That's about all they're good for right now. They're not even worth trying to save. But this
not even that New Mutants 98. You're still going to put that.
That one I'm going to light on fire right out in the front yard and just call everybody so they can cry with me. Gary, this one I think you'll dig. This is Tales of the Legion of Superheroes, number 349, Suspicion.
Censor less. Nice.
Yeah. So I pulled this out, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, Gary will dig that.
Got them all. Absolutely.
This also came out of that box. This was a comic that I was getting when I was younger, only got sparse issues here and there, but I remember it fondly. This is Starman number 12.
It's the Will Payton Starman.
Yeah, with the beautiful bright purple and yellow costume.
Hero from Arizona.
Yeah. This one, Gary, I think you'll dig. This is Have You the Nerve to Face the Unexpected?
Here we go.
Issue number 125.
Nice.
And rare for a DC book to have wording on the title.
Yeah. And that is a Nick Cardy cover.
I love it. I think it's great. What do they say? They say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, look at the accused. Now I dare you to find him guilty. Absolutely cool. I love that. Cool. This also came out of that stack. This is Atlas Comics, Tales of Evil, featuring the Bog Beast. Take a look at that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like that. Nice, heavy science fiction, bit of horror, stuff like that. Looks really awesome. I dig it. This one I got off of eBay. I think I paid $1 for it. This is the last issue of Volume 1 of Lady Death. This is issue number 16.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is early Mike Diodato.
All right. So that's.
She has some double D.
So that was after she'd been around a while, because it was years that it was just like all the chaos stuff was just nothing but like all one mini series after another for the longest time.
Zeb Wells books make great kindling. They absolutely do. This book, that's it for DC and Independence. The rest are Marvel. This also came out of that stack I was able to save. This is Avengers Spotlight number 35.
Nice.
Not too bad. The Return of Gilgamesh. Dan, this one's for you. We were talking about this when you did the interview with me. This is Visionaries, issue number 6, the last issue.
Yeah, those were some cool toys.
Yeah.
They were like GI Joe figures, the same type of articulation, the way they were made, but
Yeah.
they were a little bit bigger than that 3 3/4
Yeah.
inch.
And they had those
Yeah, and then they had and then they each had a
some kind of
it was like
plate.
a hologram sticker
Yeah.
that was on their chest that you could kind of move around, and they had a staff with like a hologram kind of thing
Yes.
on top of it. And they had the helmets that would come on and off. They were pretty cool.
I had Visionaries toys when I was a kid.
Yeah.
This is another one I was able to save. I already have this issue, so this one will be going to my son. But this is Avengers number 316, guest starring the Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yeah, great cover.
And that was written by another guy that I just did an interview with.
Who was it?
Fabian Nicieza.
There we go. Yeah.
Well,
Pam
he's
says
crooked.
hologram chests. Absolutely.
And Snoop said GI Joes and acid.
Yeah. This one also came out of that stack. Gary, this is for you. This is Marvel Spectacular number 4, starring the Mighty Thor. This is beautiful Jack Kirby art.
Oh, it
that's
sure
cool.
is. Yep, look at that.
This one's more beat up than a lot of the other ones I was able to save. A lot of tears and stuff on the spine, but it's still very readable. And
Very
it's
dynamic.
nice. Yeah.
Still, the colors are nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm very glad I was able to salvage that. Here's some awesome sci-fi stuff. If you like Conan the Barbarian, this is something you guys might dig. This is Edgar Rice Burroughs' John Carter, Warlord of Mars. This is issue number 3.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
pretty cool. Also another one I was able to save out of there. Don't have this. It looks like Jim Lee artwork. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is Punisher War Journal number 18.
Ah, so good.
Yeah, that's when he was,
That definitely looks like Jim Lee to me.
Yeah.
because he was doing Punisher before he got the gig on X-Men.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because he did Punisher for a while before. That's what kind of broke him in. Well, not broke him into Marvel, because he did Alpha Flight before that.
Helped
but
him get his feet
like
wet.
Punisher was the thing that really raised his profile.
Now, this says every year Hawaiian vacations end safely and happily for more than 1 million people. They aren't in this issue.
Well, that's the one. That's either, I think that's the one before the famous cover where he's on the jet ski.
You just rented a jet ski to the Punisher. Kiss that baby goodbye.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is what it says on the cover.
Here's another one that I saved out of there. I have this issue as well, so this will be going to my son. This is Uncanny X-Men number 261, and this is Jim Lee artwork.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. This I got from Sal. Very happy to have this, Sal. It looks gorgeous and beautiful. This is Madeline Pryor on a wonderful foily goodness with artwork done by DNA.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
We
That
we
is-
worked up a nice trade, because when I had bought that book, it came in a lot and I forgot about it. And I
Yeah.
saw the same book slabbed as a 9.8, and I bought that.
Yeah.
So
Didn't realize that you had the raw one, and then when you and I were talking, you're like, hey,
Under boob is always good.
right, it's
yes,
fantastic.
it is.
These 2 books I got from Dan. Dan, thank you very much for these. Issue 23 I already have. I have it autographed, but this is a non-autographed copy. So this will be going in the box with the regular stuff while the other one gets graded. G.I. Joe number 23. Beautiful golden cover.
Yeah.
That's the second print.
I love this. Yeah, you can tell it right there because of the black Spider-Man head down at the bottom.
I think
Very nice.
I think there's a little difference around the price box too. I can't
Is there?
remember.
Because the M right there.
I think just if you compare it to the first print, I think it
Mhm.
might be different, but I could be mistaken. I'd have to check it again.
Okay. This is issue number 24. This has a cameo and several first appearances in it too. I know it has the cameo of Zartan and its first appearance of Firefly and a first appearance of somebody else that I cannot remember offhand. But this is issue number 24.
Yeah, that's such a cool cover
Yeah,
too.
I love that cover.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Such a great Mike. Singer.
And then this is the last one that I was able to save out of that box. The only Amazing Spider-Man issue I was able to save. Excuse me. It is beat up. It's got it's missing some of the cover, and you'll see that in a second. But it is Amazing Spider-Man number 195, the second appearance of Black Cat.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's missing. It's got that right there. And then it's got a bunch of surface damage there. But Gary, like you've said, any copy is better than no copy.
Right.
And this is still very readable, and it's a great placeholder until I can get a better copy.
Absolutely. It counts.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So that's the gem out of everything this week. All right. Sal, you got any back issues while you're on vacation?
I did not bring my back issues, but I sent you a picture of one. If you can throw it up there in the chat, maybe go to Dan for back issues first and then swing back to me.
All right. Gary, you got back issues, right?
Well, only when I'm lifting really heavy things.
That's very true.
But most of the time, I'm pretty good. Most of the time, this takes it up okay.
Wow.
All right, here we go. This is from Dan, who got that to me at LotCon. I missed the Superior Spider-Man number 5 there, so
Ooh, very nice.
for me. This also came from Dan. It's Jim Lee. This was the 8th and final Jim Lee cover I didn't have for the month a month or two ago, where Jim Lee had. It's a really cool. Kind of reminds me of the Red Rain stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, so very cool. So thanks again, Dan. All right, so I'm going to start off with some really cool tone covers. But before I do, just want to thank everyone out there like Snoop who served this country. But this is Memorial Day weekend, and as guys like Snoop will tell you, this weekend it's not about them. It's about the guys that never came home.
Right.
We're honoring America's war dead. So we do appreciate all our veterans, but this is an even more somber occasion when we are remembering the ones that did not make it home. So thank you for your sacrifice and the families that sacrificed. Now, one of the coolest tone covers, GI Combat 77.
Oh, love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
that is awesome. So he is faking dead, and he has got a surprise. Yeah, he's got a surprise. He's getting ready to open up on those guys. GI Combat 77. GI Combat 98. Again, these tone covers are just fantastic.
Give us a brief explanation on what that means again, Gary, for those that may not know.
Okay, so they're painterly covers, and they the official name of this is called gray tone covers, and it's just, even though it doesn't mean that it's a gray book, it's just gray tone is what they call the process. And Richard, absolutely, and Snoop, yes, thanks to the veterans. And Snoop is a veteran, but he's also a combat veteran. So the man is, he has served his country under very trying circumstances. And Chris, I love you, brother, and I thank you for that every day. So, but the gray tone, it's the GI Combats had a lot of those tone covers, and I'm about 30 of them. I'm slowly chipping away at them. Sea Devils, I have a complete run of Sea Devils.
Yeah.
A bunch of them, and I think I showed them in a showcase.
It was a couple of weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen that, go check it out.
Oh, those Sea Devil books are amazing.
Yeah.
So
TJ does have an important question, though. You have back issues when you're lifting those double Ds.
well, no, usually when I'm lifting the double Ds, I have her lean back into me, and that helps up the weight a little bit, and we just force it together.
Oh, shit.
Weight distribution.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, not only is she a redhead, she is. Yeah, well, she won't drown. Let me just say that.
Hydra says thank you to all the veterans and thank you for your service and sacrifice for our country.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's Sergeant Rock, 243, Joe Kubert cover. So,
Wow.
and ladies and gentlemen, in 2 weeks, our character of the week is going to be Sergeant Rock, and it's going to be on it's going to be June 6th, 2024, which will be the 80th anniversary of D Devils. Pam, I forget which episode it's on, but
I can find it real quick. I think it was 3 weeks ago.
Just
okay.
go watch them all.
Yeah, there you go.
Go find it.
Here's a great Army at War 154.
Love that.
Yeah, another great rock cover. The kid, I love the kid wearing the helmet. And the kid's got the ammo around him too. The bandoliers the kid's got. Oh, and Tim.
Yes.
Tim, these Sergeant Rock is always great. Especially, I've got 2 books that will pique your interest, my friend.
I am ready.
I am 1 away from finishing this run.
Real quick, Pam, it is episode 16 of Comics Unleashed. That is the showcase with Sea Devils.
Oh, episode 16. Look at that.
Yeah.
I guess that was after the name change. Is that what?
Yeah, but I was being clever in the description where it says dive in. So
Dive in.
Yeah,
Great.
she's sexy in 6. Oh no, that was sexy in 17.
Wow, that sounds like some pedophile stuff there, Dave.
either
Yeah.
No, you never heard that Stray Cat song?
No, I've heard 17. She's only 17. I know that.
by
one.
Winger.
Yeah, Winger.
Mm.
All right, Alien
Winger.
Encounters 4. So
That's nice.
there's Alien Worlds and Alien Encounters by Eclipse. So I have all the Alien Worlds, but I need
Cover up.
There is some junk in that robotic trunk. Let me
Yep.
tell you.
there we go.
It's
So
a government cover up, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that though, Gary. That's great, man.
and here's Alien Encounters 5.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's even cooler.
We might have a little bit of areola coming out there. So who doesn't like that? I know I'm a fan. So they may not be double D's, but that's well worth.
I watched Roadhouse last night, so yeah.
Well,
The
there you go.
original one or the new one?
The original, the greatest.
Yeah.
That movie's so terrible.
It's so good.
So Alien Encounters. So 1 away from having all those.
Love it.
In my quest to finish my Marvel team ups, I think I only need 2 now or 3 maybe.
That's right. You've been working on that. Ooh.
Spider-Man Ghost Rider. And I got this from Damien. This is also the first appearance of the Orb.
Wow.
So, and this book is in really nice shape too. When I put it in a nice bag, it's gonna really be good.
TJ,
All right.
TJ, real quick, the Kiss song that you really should listen to is Plaster Caster. That's the one. That's their greatest song.
All right, we got a little bit of romance now, but it's a 100-page romance, and I'm going to get all these DC 100-pagers. The only ones I didn't have were the romance books, and there were 8 from Young Love and 8 from Young Romance. So I'm going to get them all. So 108. This is a 100-pager.
Nice.
Young Love, and
Is
I
that
love.
John Romita Sr.?
No, this is not. This is I believe this is Vince Coletta, just looking at it. So when the mouth-to-mouth one, this girl saying very snarkily, he saved her life. Now he's got to get her off his back. She's an albatross.
Oh my God.
That's great. Oh man. Cry like a girl. It says, cry like a girl. Can women's lib outsmart a male chauvinist? Well, I don't know. Maybe.
The Orb made an appearance in Jason Aaron's Ghost Rider.
No, it was Hulk 180.
That's right. That's exactly correct. Thanks,
Which
Sal.
was the one I posted a random panel of the day when he like sent to hell and he's just sitting there. He's like, "Well, here I am," and he's just like they're rambling and talking to himself. And then Mephisto was sitting beside him, like, "Oh my God, I got to get stuck with this guy for eternity."
All right, I'm going to show you 3 covers here. I'm not going to tell you who did them.
Okay.
I didn't know these existed, and I'm very happy to have them through my buddy Damien. And I'm gonna. So here's a really cool Hellboy cover.
Ooh.
Isn't that great?
Nice.
Star Wars Presents number 100. So really cool Hellboy cover. This is Dark Horse Presents 101.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow.
102. Okay. It's really awesome. All right. And the third one,
I am not recognizing the artwork.
yeah. Isn't that a great xenomorph?
Yeah,
That is
That
amazing.
is awesome.
Anybody? Any guesses?
I'm going to call David Finch. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, Sal, Dan, y'all get to guess.
I'm going to say Alex Maleev.
Maleev, okay.
Jack Kirby. Oh, Bernie Wrightson.
Wrightson, nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Bernie Wrightson. I did not know these existed. How cool is that cover?
That is amazing.
These are all 3 Bernies.
Wow.
So
That's wild.
that's pretty cool. So, you'd think I would have ended there, but the only thing that can top a Bernie Wrightson is a book from my good buddy, my best friend, my brother from another mother, Mr. Mike Harbor. And that would be a Rio Bravo.
Ooh,
John Wayne, Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson,
wow.
Nice.
Dell 10 Center. So there we go.
That's wonderful.
It was and great movie too. Fun movie too. So Snoop, I know you know. Wrightson. Yep.
Yeah.
Snoop, you got it, buddy. Chris, you know.
Wow.
So
That's
that-
great.
those are my new books. Yeah.
All right. Dan, what about you? What do you got for back issues this week?
Oh, I actually have a pretty good amount this week.
He
Ooh,
does.
very
He's got
nice.
some good stuff. I saw
Let's
him
do
buy
it.
some.
All right, so first I got 2 from the local shop that I think I asked everyone about it on the show last week, and nobody else had seen them. Well, Sal was with me, so he saw them. That they had these on the shelf, and I asked, like, did they do another printing of it or something? They said no. Apparently, they found a pallet full of them in a warehouse or something, so they released them to shops, and it was only $6. And I wasn't know if I was going to get it because the one I have is pretty beat up, but I have it. But Jamie was like, well, get me one. So it's like, well, if I'm buying one for him, I'll get it for me too. So it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear the worst British accent in the history of British accents, go watch the decoding panels I did of that. It's in there.
But yeah, so it's 2, and I opened up one of them just to look, and yeah, on the credits page, and it's all first print, it's all
That's
stuff.
wonderful.
So they're fantastic condition. So one of them I'll send to Jamie, and I'm tempted to send one of them off. What the one I'm keeping, I'm tempted to send one off to get graded because
I would.
never opened. They got them, put them in this, and they put them
They
out
still
for
have more at the shop, right?
what?
They still have more at the shop, right?
Yeah, they had a couple more copies.
Are they selling them for the original cover price?
No, it's $6, but I think
It's
the
still
original
not
price. The original price was $4, so it's
Yeah.
not like they're marking them up real big.
Yeah. I remember when that book was super hot when it first came out.
Yeah,
And
well,
right-
because there were 2 crossovers. There was the one that Image put out, which was that one. The one DC put out. The
Yeah.
Image one was the one you wanted.
Klaus Janson, I think, did the DC one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you looked at the artwork from the 2 of them, and
Very
the artwork
different.
for the McFarlane one was far superior.
Bullshit, Tim. I'd listen to you do Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Does your mother know that you weareth her drapes?
So yeah, if you guys, if any of you guys want me to see if they have a copy to pick up for you, just let me know.
Nice.
I got these next couple books off of eBay because Tim showed this one off. Was it 2 weeks ago? And I was like, I didn't even know this existed, so I had to go out and get it. The Silver Surfer.
You got one. Yeah.
Yeah, Perez and Lim. I was like, God, I don't know how I missed this, but
Do you
gotta
mind if
see-
I ask how much you paid for it?
I will tell you real quick because I don't remember, but it wasn't much. It was,
Bougie says I'd listen to Tim do Cannibal Corpse. There you go.
it was $8.
$8, not bad. Bougie Cannibal Corpse stuff. Listen to 6 Feet Under. That's a good band. Got the lead singer from Cannibal Corpse in there.
Listen to Death Clock.
Death Clock. Yes. Holy shit. Yes. Listen to them.
And since we always talk about this, and since it or sort of talk about this, and since it is in the the message about the super chats, it is the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine #1
That is the first reprint.
Yep.
Yes, this is the first time. It's from 1986. This is the first time that Marvel reprinted Hulk 180 and 181. So it's Hulk 180, it's Hulk 181, and it is a short story from Marvel Treasury Edition 26 that featured a ballroom brawl between Wolverine and Hercules.
Yeah.
And then there's a 6-page thing in the back of it that is an evaluation of the character Wolverine that had, up until this point, it had what was an unpublished and the back cover too, so you see it's a
nice wraparound.
Yeah,
they put Wendigo on the back because he is not important.
Because he's a can.
But if you look at it, it's John Byrne did this cover, but if you look at it like how he did Wendigo, he, especially with the nose, he drew it in the style kind of how Herb Trimpe did the did the Hulk issues. And so they reprint the issues, but then in the back there's this like 6-page thing that is called Evolution of the Character, and it has this. It said never up to this point. Again, it was this never before published drawing of Wolverine by Paul Smith.
Wow.
And it has the original. I don't know if they were never published before this, but it might have been the first time. The original sketches for Wolverine when John Romita designed him. And then just and some some art from some various things. But you see, it's like all this text, all of it is just about
and there it is.
About Wolverine. So this is pretty cool. I got it from the same seller that I got that from. It's a guy, and it was cool. The prices were good. The shipping was really quick. It's called The Lock on eBay. So if you went and searched that, it's the_Lock, LOCK. And he's got a lot of cool stuff. And there's a couple other books that I'd like to pick up from him. Just have to have the extra money. So we'll see whenever it is I get the extra money, we'll see if he still has them or not. But I don't know. I thought of this. I was like, we were talking about maybe having a book to do a raffle at Baltimore Comic Con. So maybe
there you go,
or something like it there.
Didn't that book show up in the Hulk 180?
It
did itself.
Yes, this reprints itself.
Snoop says if Tim could read, I'd suggest he do audiobooks. I can't read. I only look at pictures and I do Braille occasionally, more on myself than anything else. But, it's working out. And then Bougie says, no Tim in your Tim voice. Good choice, fellas. There you go for Cannibal Corpse. Absolutely.
And then the guy that sent those to me, I guess he also put out his own comic, which he put an autographed copy of the first issue in. Just said thank you for your purchase, called Valhalla Cindermane.
Oh, interesting.
And you see right there that he signed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked, so the guy that's the eBay seller is the one that was the writer of and creator of this book. So I haven't I flipped through it real quick. I haven't really had a chance to read any of the stuff yet, but it looks like it could be interesting. So
nice.
Thank you. And I sent him a link to this, told me I was going to give him a shout out. So it was a cool seller. And then I got 3 more left that I got at LotCon. One of them is a book put out by someone local that had a tent set up there. And I did a short, 1.5 minute thing where I talked to him. And he's putting out this series, funding it through Kickstarter. And this was the first issue of it. And he said he planned it to be 12 issues. It's a horror book called Evil is a Weapon. So I got that from him.
Ooh.
His autograph there.
Look at that cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cover was cool. It's an old, in the inside, it's all black and white and red.
Wow.
And he had like T-shirts with this design and other stuff. So, gave him a short interview and picked this up. Tried to.
I'm sold on the cover alone.
And said he's getting ready to launch the Kickstarter for the second issue.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Then I did get 2 books from Gary's guy Damien. The price, these prices that are on here, but I paid cash, so he gave me a little bit of a discount. So I got, and they are kind of beat up copies, but again, it's the only way I'm going to be able to afford these books. So I'd rather have a beat up copy in the collection than not have it at all. So it is X-Men number 20.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Nice.
That's great.
And X-Men number 21.
Oh,
Very cool.
When he puts those in nice bags, they'll really sparkle. They present well.
No, these are the nicest bags I have. So these are the bags that they're in. But yeah, I got those. So with 20 and 21, it now puts my original X-Men run. I have an unbroken run from 19 to 21.
Let's face it, 19 to go with them. Nice.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Those are great picks, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I was a few things I was debating on getting, but it was really between. And Gary helped me decide. It was between either getting both of these or one issue of X-Men, the one that where the living Pharaoh was on the cover and he's like pushing up the logo on that. But I kind of decided, I was like, you know what? If I can get two early, they're all early X-Men books, but if I can get two or one, I'm going to go for two, because the other one was in a little bit nicer condition. So it was, it was priced higher. So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep getting these. Oh, thank you, Snoop. So as I continue, to try and work on the run that I will never complete because I don't have the money to, but I'll get as close as I can to it.
There you go.
You never go wrong with picking up
No
issues of X-Men 20 and 21. You do good.
All right,
Well,
Dan.
yeah, so I'm happy with it.
That's all you got for back issues this week?
Yeah, that's it. And and me buying those is the reason that I didn't have enough money to pick up my entire subscription this week, but it was worth it.
Team Avengers. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, I always pick up Avengers. Of all the books and all the characters I like, and Captain America, Batman, all these characters I like, and all these books I like, the older issues that I always look to pick up are X-Men, Avengers, Justice League, and like in Fantastic Four.
There you go. All right, Gary, the floor is yours, sir. Tonight's showcase, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the curator of the Library of Comics.
All right. What was that word again?
Nam.
Damn.
Yes.
Nice.
So Marvel did a series in the 80s called The Nam. The Nam went, I'm pretty sure it was 84 issues. And it was Murray, I think Doug Murray was the writer. And he told stories. He was also a Vietnam vet. So he told stories of his experiences there and other armed service personnel stories there, and he would tell them in real time. So he would go through a tour of duty with some of these guys, with these characters, and it was amazing. So this was just a great book. The Nam number 1. I've got 1 and 2 in nice bags. The rest of them, these are books I have not gotten to put in nicer bags. So bear with me. I don't even have them boarded, but I pulled out some of the covers that were really cool.
Oh, wow.
Or tragic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I remember that. Snoop says, I remember that book. Snoop, I'm right there with you, buddy. I remember that when it was out.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, when this came out, Snoop was serving, I'm sure. So, let's see.
Now, this series is not in Marvel proper. Is that right? This is more of an outlier.
Well,
yeah.
It is, but it isn't. I'll show you. Say there's a.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I know one of the covers that you're gonna show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm sure you did.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah. Pilot ejecting. Yeah. So this is, and again, I wanted to show this because again, the Nam is talking about real life experiences, and with Memorial Day, real life experiences. A lot of these guys just didn't come home. There's a great
that's a nice
USO show.
USO show. Absolutely. Yeah. That's just a great cover. And this is a recreation of the famous photograph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a powerful picture on its own, and that cover captures that.
It does. It does. That was an amazing cover, and I'm pretty sure that story in there dealt with that incident.
Yeah. Wow.
So, again, I want to thank all our vets that served, and
Very much so.
I love this one here.
That's a good
That's
one.
it.
Yeah. So this is a series, and these books, if you were so inclined, they're not expensive. Here's the one Dan was talking about. So this is because a lot of the character. This is mainly about the GIs reading the comics when they're over there.
Mhm.
So there were a lot of Marvel comics that were read over there, as were the Superman and Batman and all the others. But Marvels were a favorite. So that's what that's about. Is those guys reading the.
That cover is something else right there that you showed.
Look at that. You saw the helicopter. So you see Snoop, you saw Charlie Pride, a U.S. show in Panama. Yeah. Really cool.
Oh no, I was thinking you were going to show the cover for 67.
Okay. Gotcha.
For the 67, 68, and 69.
Yeah. So
there's the Punisher logo up in the corner too.
Yeah, so we had Punisher.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. God, I love this cover.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and what I like too is the the WMIA
The corner boxes.
the corner
Ladies
box.
and gentlemen, some of our service members still have not come home from that.
That's right.
You see the artist that did it, whose dad was kind of known for drawing some war books.
Yeah, very good. Good eye, Dan. That's Joe. That's Kubert. That's is that Adam or Andy? That's
Andy.
Andy. Yep.
Wow.
It's Andy Kubert there. And then this one dealing with the heroin problem.
Wow.
That this
Powerful covers.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
See, and this is coming out in the 90s too.
Yeah, I think late 80s, early 90s. This is 83. Yeah, God bless him. And Death Rides On, and then this was the last issue, 84, the end.
Wow.
So, great series, and I'm going to end on a different book just because I think it makes Memorial Day more poignant. For those of you that'll see where I do the, from my personal Facebook page where I do my old school comic cover of the week, it's the only comic that I've ever repeated. And then now that I do it every year, and now that I'm doing the covers for the comic character of the day, this will be the only one I've ever repeated, and I'll repeat it every goddamn year. And that is this, which I think is the most poignant cover that encapsulates what Memorial Day is about.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sergeant Rock holding up the dog tags, saying, "Yeah, me and Easy made it back, but this is what it cost."
Mm-hmm. That's powerful.
Yeah, goddamn right, it's powerful. It is. That's $297, and I have 3 copies of this. I keep upgrading, getting better and better copies. But just the look on Rock's face, the dog tags with bullet holes in them. But yeah, me and Easy.
What issue number is that again?
297. Our Army. It's actually, amen, right, Snoop? Our Army at War number 297, and it's yeah, me and Easy made it back, but this is what it cost.
Yeah.
And I think that book just says it all. Bougie, I'm glad you like it. Like I said, this is the only cover I'll ever repeat, and I'll do it every damn year. So
Yeah, 110%.
yep. And CJ, yeah, it's 84 issues. The noms can be done. And this book here, I think issue 302, this series changes its name just to Sergeant Rock, but this is under the Army at War. If you're looking for this, Our Army at War, number 297, and this is just it is this to me. This would be a top 10 comic cover of any for me, because this book moves me in so many ways, and it's so powerful. It's the imagery, it's the words, it's the look on Rock's face, and it's the dog tags with the bullet in it. So
There you go.
there you go. So again, this is a somber weekend. a weekend, that we do spend with family and things like that.
Mhm.
But Bougie's right about that. But it's also a weekend to remember,
Mhm.
remember the sacrifices of the people that never made it home and fought for our freedom. So that's a big deal for me, and I know it's a big deal for guys like Chris that wore the uniform and put it on. So Snoop, I love you, brother, and I know you. You have people that that made that sacrifice. So
Right on.
love them, and love the families that have sacrificed.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Gary could not have ended this episode on a more powerful note. We here at the Codex Station, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that this weekend, when you are out having a good time, doing your barbecues, everything like that, just remember what the weekend is for.
Yep.
It is for Memorial Weekend. It is in memorial of the soldiers that did not make it home from serving this country, protecting the freedoms that we take for granted on a minute-by-minute basis. So please just take a moment out of your weekend to give thanks to those. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to put this episode to rest. How do you guys feel about that?
Amen. I think it's been a good episode. I think we've done good. Sal, hopefully Sal's behaved enough to be let back inside.
I think so. All right.
Don't worry.
Sal scratched at the door.
Pam says comics are like a time capsule. The good and the
out
bad.
here is better for you
Appreciate it
guys.
for all you guys have done. Absolutely, 110%.
Thank you.
Pam.
TJ, thanks for another great show in chat. Richard says another great show. Guys, we couldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys in the chat.
For you and you and you and you.
Let me tell you something. When we're warming up before we come onto the pre-show, and even when we do our cool downs after this, we talk about how awesome you guys are. We love you guys in the chat so much, and it is half of the reason why we do this. You guys are fucking amazing.
Oh,
so, there it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the hell out of here. It is time for bed. It's 12:30 in the East Coast, probably 9:30 in the West Coast, and everywhere in between. All right, before we go, we got something we want to give to you. I don't know how to tell time, but anyways, Gary, what would that be?
Oh, here at the Codex Station, we have all the socials, and we would like nothing better than to give them to you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platforms, and where we're live streaming right now. Please make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow. If you made it this far and you love this type of content, we do this all the time, every time, and we do it for you, ladies and gentlemen, at the Codex Station. And I know it's late. I know you're tired. You may even be a little hungry, but you're cold and you need a nice, awesome t-shirt to put on, and maybe even a sticker for your car. Head over to the codexstation.com, get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Sal built a beautiful website. It needs to be observed and appreciated as much as we do. Thecodexstation.com, ladies and gentlemen, for all your Codex needs. My groin is a burning. My lord. 420. Absolutely, Bougie. Go ahead and enjoy that. 110%. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There it is again. Midnight Munchies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the hell out of here. This is Codex After Dark Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is Dan the Kelly Art, the road manager for the curator of the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary himself. We will see you after I hear two beautiful words.
Gaping holes.
Oh God, I just shivered a little bit.
You need to shat a little bit.
Can I get one? It's like that random panel of the day that Dan put up where Daredevil got splattered on. There we go.
Well, and he needed his gaping holes filled.
Oh, I heard it twice. Ladies and gentlemen, I can sleep very well.
Brown
Night. Pam says night all. Sorry about that groin.